Okay, you guys, we're going to get into talking about something I have never actually talked about or barely talked on it years ago regarding being a woman in the industry, like myself, excuse me, that is the webcam modeling industry and giving men the girlfriend experience. What is that exactly from an adult perspective or adult content perspective? Um, it's really almost what it sounds like. If you think of all of the teachings of Shira Seven, the soft girl life, content creators, things that kind of way, then that's when you're kind of somewhat leaning towards the girlfriend experience. That's what you're kind of doing when you're being in, I don't know if I can say this, an SB, right? So things that kind of way. So in the business though, I love that saying that says, what is already understood does not need to be explained and not even really expressed as it relates to the business being, I'm going to just say, actional, right? You get what I'm saying? The T in front of that, actional, okay? So, with that being said, so the girlfriend experience is pretty much this. It's a woman who basically pretends that she is or plays the role of being a man or a guy that comes through to her broadcast and pretends to be her girlfriend. So the girlfriend pretends to be his girlfriend. So the girlfriend experience, what that looks like is she's usually like somewhat the girl next door. This is not the dream girl in the business. This is not the one who's glammed up. This is not the one who is, super bougie, super over, although it could be, but I mean, in regard to her look. But usually the girlfriend experience, what you want to do is you can be your regular self, if you will. You can throw on, some makeup, but you don't have to be over the top glamorous to create that look. In fact, within the webcam modeling industry, you do have categories and subcategories. I fall under the fetish category, but I also, as my subcategory, I'm under glam. And that's because a lot of what I do, or a lot of how I present myself in the business, is face. It's face. It's nails. It's it's the chain. It's hair. It's makeup. You get what I'm saying? So that's one. Or I do glamour, is what it's called. So it's some ways in that kind of way. That's not to put emphasis, and I want to be careful with this one. Just because, and I have to, because I've had women that I used to mentor. Some women felt like they weren't pretty enough or attractive enough to be in the glam or use that as a subcategory. Trust me, I almost want to say these men don't care. But it's more about an essence than it is what you really look like. Glamour, and having that essence of being the it girl or the pretty girl, you can create that yourself. You can always pretty up yourself. You can always level up yourself, right? I just thought I'd throw that in the bucket. And keep in mind, I'm an older woman. I'm 48 years old. So a lot of, and there's many ways I can play a different role if I wanted to. I just become very relaxed in the business to where, I'll be honest, sometimes I just log in just like, hey guys, you get what you get. Just like today. Back in the day, I would have never wore this in my cam girl shows. Never would I have wore this. This ain't even more like the girlfriend experience because I am older. This is more like the MILF. Not even MILF, because MILFs are not flowery. They're really, really sexy, you know what I mean? This is not the MILF category. I literally went to a meeting and I was like, I don't want to change my clothes, and it's a romper and I feel so comfortable in it. So again, under glamour, this is not the look. Under the girlfriend experience, maybe, you know what I mean, maybe, you get what I'm saying. So back to the girlfriend experience, what you're really trying to do is create uh a scene, right? Give this man a fantasy that you are his girlfriend. In these types of roles, if your site that you're working for allows it, this is when you can exchange information. And I don't mean your personal information per se, but this is where you may want to get you like one of them track phones or throwaway phones so that he can contact you, or a Google Voice number, or anything like that. This is the place where he might get your social media or your Snap. You give him special privileges. Basically, it's like the girlfriend experience, because he's giving you moolah for you to uh present yourself as his girl, right? So this is a time where you might have dinner night. Might have nights where it's just you and him. Where let's say you log in, and he takes you into a private. Well, he might take you into longer privates. He might choose, in one site that I'm on, they call a block session. And a block session is basically where he spends moolah on you, right, like way before he, you guys basically meet and greet in the session. So in that particular session, as the girlfriend experience, what you're really giving him is like you guys are long distance girlfriend and boyfriend. So what you're doing is you're camming up. He might have made dinner for you. You might have made dinner for him. It might be a candlelight, literally candlelight dinner. You might eat together, you talk, you shoot the shit, just like girlfriend, boyfriend. It's nothing over the top naughty. It's nothing over. It can obviously go there because usually when you're intimate, most times, unless you're celibate and or abstinence, but most times when you have a girlfriend or a boyfriend, you are intimate with them. You are, sexually into them, and so on and so forth. So what the girlfriend experience is basically, is probably the most easiest role to play because it comes natural to a lot of us women to be the girlfriend, to be the girlfriend who's spoiled, to be the girlfriend who's treated with, hey babe, how was your day? So these are guys that'll come on and again treat you just like, hey babe, how was your day? Hopefully, you didn't have a hard day at work. You can ask him, how was your day? I've just been, and I mean play the role because it is role play, but you can offer real scenarios. Let's just say you literally just finished eating. He's like, babe, I was gonna have dinner with you tonight. And you're like, oh, I really got hungry, so I ended up making me some, let's just say, top ramen, like what I had earlier. And he probably say, oh no, why didn't you wait for me? I had made us some steak. Right now, obviously, you're not gonna be exchanging this steak together. Again, it's really like a long distance relationship, but being played out in role play. Now, fair warning, there's been times when I first started out in the business, I ran across men that wanted me to be the girlfriend experience for them, and I didn't know what it was or what they wanted because I wasn't educated on it and because I missed it. So I was having guys be nice to me, share the moolah with me. We would have our private sessions, but then they would feel some kind of way because I wasn't really giving them that experience. And I'm like, what else do you want from me? Do you want boobs? No, I was like ready to. Do you want nails? I don't get it. What do you want? This is business. What's up, right? And so, excuse me. Throughout the years, I have learned that the girlfriend experience doesn't work for me. Now, this is an important mention. Hear me, ladies and gentlemen, when I say this. If you are not one that can emotionally detach from people, but primarily in this business, uh, being or playing the girlfriend experience can get you in trouble. I don't know how else to say it because that means you can probably overexpose, you can over explain things or be overly transparent because we are all human, right? So you may slip up and tell a guy your personal business and you weren't really meaning to, but because the mood was right, the music was playing, it felt romantic, it genuinely felt like you were together. And this is why it's so important of what we create. That's why fantasy, imagination, visualization, some of this stuff we can manifest. Okay. So I'm very careful about what roles I play because I know me. It's almost like, dang, what they're thinking. I know me. And if you guys haven't been paying attention to me, I'm very transparent and open. So I know me playing the girlfriend experience. Pretty much, I'm everybody's girlfriend. No, just playing. Me playing the girlfriend experience because I have that way about me. I'm sweet. I'm kind. Most people say you seem like a blast or cool to hang out with. That type of vibe. So if I'm not careful, I can get the guy who is overly obsessed and or, hey, where were you? And I thought you was logging in and I didn't see you. So ladies, please, if you're going to play the role of the girlfriend experience, set up your rules to some degree. Have it already written out. Let them know and say, hey, I don't mind playing the girlfriend experience. I'd love that with you, but these are the things that I would like to set in line so we know not to cross these boundaries, you and I. So not to cross his and he knows not to cross yours. And that might, not like communication, that might work out better. Just setting those ground rules as it relates to playing that particular role play, because it's almost the most intimate role play that you can play is the girlfriend experience. So just be mindful of how you are emotionally, because you might end up, hey, falling in love with this person for real, and You may not want that. Anyways, bye for now, you guys.